I'm V, and in this fine afternoon, I have to work on 6 essays. Perhaps you're like me and you dedicate a lot of time to writing, but you don't always have access to a second pair of eyes to help review, edit, or proofread your work. In which case, you have to develop your own systematic approach to writing. If you rely on writing to help you think clearly, then you need to think clearly about how you write. On the one hand, writing is creative, like a waltz that romances spontaneity on the infinite dance floor of imagination. On the other hand, writing is mechanical, like a steady march through a field of a million minute yet mind-boggling decisions. Unless you have a systematic approach to writing, you risk being left behind, spinning in circles when the music is over and the laughter is gone, or killing the joy in your writing. I need to start working on these, but VoiceOver Me will talk about how I build and edit my essays in 6 steps. I hope by sharing my approach to writing will help you develop, streamline, or update your own. So, 6 essays, 6 steps, let's go. Step 1 is to brainstorm. Open your mind, gather ideas, and jot them down. Brainstorming is the fun part, the exuberant, excessive, unbridled part of building an essay. Excite your curiosity and encourage it to frolic with abandon. Gather more ideas than you think you'll need. Gather ideas until your mind draws blank. Then take a break. Shower, walk the dog, snack, or power nap, and return with your mind replenished to gather more ideas. Welcome every potential idea, no matter how wacky, because your best ideas grow on unlikely tangents. Jot down every idea as they come to prevent cluttering your mind. Do not select, filter, or edit your ideas. A selective mind is judgmental, a filtered mind is unexplored, and an editing mind is fussy, all of which will burden, if not shut down, your curiosity. Curiosity likes to travel light, run fast, and cover ground, while laughing all the way. My brainstorming sessions culminate in a fabulous mess of keywords, notes, paragraphs, quotations, highlighted articles, diagrams, images, and mind maps. The site never ceases to be rewarding. The result is always useful. These pieces of paper form a comprehensive view of my thoughts on a subject and all its moving parts. Switching easily between big picture and detail is helpful for step 2, which is to make an outline. So, you have a fabulous mess. What do you do with it? Well, you look away for a while. Allow your brainstorming buzz to wear off. Now look again with fresh eyes. You will perceive that the mess is no longer messy for 2 reasons. First, you'll notice a common thread interlacing many ideas, and like shapes making a pattern, these ideas form a central theme. Then, you'll notice a few ideas that catch your eye. These are your strong ideas, the ones that still surprise and intrigue you.
Cut any idea that does not advance your central theme. Sort your remaining ideas into groups. When grouping ideas, do not simply group for similarity. Make combinations. Disparate ideas can connect in remarkable ways. Lastly, prioritize your finalized groups. And that's it. You have your outline. Outlines drawn from a large pool of ideas lead to richer essays. The substance is more insightful, the examples more interesting, and the conclusions more thoughtful. Conversely, making an outline before you brainstorm causes you to fall into predictable patterns of thought. You state obvious ideas, plug in convenient examples, and reach stiff conclusions. To write without the spirit of discovery is to rehash what you already believe or know. And if you're not writing to learn, why write at all? There are easier ways to pass time, really. My outlines are short and simple, limited to keywords and phrases. I don't bother with long sentences because I am not yet committed to this outline. It needs to be tested in step 3, which is writing your first draft. In an outline, your ideas stack like blocks. In an essay, your ideas need to lock like Lego. Use a first draft to identify loose joints in your outline by focusing on the flow of ideas. There are 3 common causes of friction. Your paragraph is too long, your paragraph is too short, and your paragraph fails to transition smoothly into the next. A paragraph that is too long indicates your idea is too complex, too general, or too digressive. A paragraph that is too short indicates your ideas are too limited or requires additional research. A paragraph that fails to transition smoothly into the next indicates your ideas do not build on each other. To strengthen the relationship between paragraphs can be as simple as reprioritizing your paragraphs, but more often, it requires examining the angle you choose to present your idea. The angle you choose is as important as the ideas you select. Each idea consists of many finer points, and depending on the points you emphasize, you can significantly alter the meaning of your idea. Tweak the angles of both ideas until their meanings align. Paragraphs should benefit logically from being next to each other. Once you've removed sources of friction from your essay, modify your outline, and your first draft has done its job. A first draft that proves your ideas are solid and work seamlessly together is a successful first draft. Remember that, because your first draft will still be ugly and problematic in more ways than you can readily handle. To tackle said ugliness, you need to address the problems in your writing one at a time. One draft, one problem. The keenest temptation when writing your first draft is to make it pretty. Fail to resist, and you will waste an exorbitant amount of time and effort. No amount of pretty can vivify an essay that is in pieces. Your first draft makes your essay viable. Your second draft makes it clever. Your third draft makes it passionate. And your final draft makes it independent. Even in writing, pretty is skin deep.
Hi again. I've been working for about 3 hours and this pug has risen from his slumber. He is rather anxious to go on his walk, so your wish is my command, darling. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye! Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.